Welcome back to Outlaw University. This is the next video in a series that we've been doing on what I would do if I was pulled over for the run-of-the-mill drunk driving. Nobody's hurt, nobody's injured. What would I do? So if you've watched the other videos, you know that I would originally not answer the officer's questions regarding what I've been drinking, where I was coming from, who I was with. I would get out and go to the rear of the vehicle upon request of the officer. I would not take the standard field sobriety test. I would not take the handheld PBT test. So now we're at the point where the officer says, okay, I'm going to put you under arrest for drunk driving and take you in. So I'm cuffed, I'm stuffed, and I'm taken to the jail. Now, the jail is usually where the chemical breathalyzer test is. It's called the Intoxilyzer 9000. So the officer should give you chemical test rights, and upon giving those rights, if it was me, I would take this test, even if I'd been drinking on a first offense run-of-the-mill drunk driving case. The reason I would take this test is because if you refuse, then the officer is going to do a couple things. One, the officer is going to indicate that you've refused, do an officer's report of refusal, send it to the Secretary of State, and the Secretary of State is going to take action against your license. Even if you were completely sober, it's the refusal of the chemical test that causes the Secretary of State to react. And they will do two things. One, they will put 6 points on your license. Two, they will suspend your license for a year. Now, secondarily, what the officer is going to do, the officer is going to go get a search warrant and draw your blood through a court order, essentially. So they're going to get your blood anyway. So on a first offense, generally speaking, there are some exceptions. The consequences on your driver's license are going to be more severe if you refuse this chemical test than if you take it and you're convicted of a standard OWI. So here's a little bit of a wrinkle in the chemical test. On the rights that they read you, the officer will indicate that you have a right to an independent test. I would ask for that independent test. Now, usually this is late at night, right? 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, and if you ask for an independent test, maybe the officer doesn't give you that opportunity. So then maybe you give your criminal defense attorney an option to hopefully suppress the results of the chemical test. If not, the officer can take you to the hospital if you've already done the chemical breath test at the jail and give you a blood draw. Then you have a blood draw that frankly will probably confirm the breathalyzer test anyway, but it's just an option that I would take advantage of in case the officer makes a misstep there. Next, in our series of videos at Outlaw University regarding what I would do if I was pulled over for a drunk driving, it's going to be all about those independent tests. If you're interested for that lesson, stay tuned. We'll have a video out shortly.